Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Hawaii health officials reported 108 new coronavirus infections today, bringing the total since the start of the pandemic to 21,209 cases. But for the seventh straight day, the Department of Health reported no new deaths, leaving the statewide death toll at 285. The U.S. coronavirus death toll rose about 340,000 today, as the COVID surge continues on the mainland. Officials in Colorado and California have confirmed the first two U.S. cases of a new variant of the virus that is considered much more contagious. In Hawaii, today's new statewide infection cases reported by the health department include 86 on Oahu, 17 on Maui, 2 on the Big Island, 1 on Kauai, and 2 state residents diagnosed outside of Hawaii. 6 new hospitalizations were reported today. As of Tuesday, there were a total of 83 hospitalized virus patients in Hawaii, with 14 of them in intensive care units and 12 on ventilators. The city and county of Honolulu has extended the time for people to use the $500 debit cards for food and other necessities. The several thousand people who received the cards from the city now have until January 31st to spend the money. As of Tuesday, nearly 2,500 cards had been activated, and more than $1.1 million has been spent at groceries and convenience stores. This is the second extension for the cards, which were initially supposed to be used by late this month. The cards were sent to families already affected by economic hardships from the coronavirus pandemic. The $3 million for the program came from the Federal CARES Act. City officials said that another driver of the bus on Oahu has tested positive for COVID-19. The driver notified Oahu Transit Services on Tuesday of the positive COVID-19 test result. The driver's last day working was on December 22nd. City officials said that all vehicles driven by the driver have been cleaned and disinfected, and that the driver did not have prolonged contact with any riders or employees. So far, more than 25 OTS drivers for the bus and handyvan have tested positive for COVID-19. However, not all of them were on the job at the time. For a list of the routes recently driven by the latest infected driver, go to staradvertiser.com. A high surf warning is in effect through 6 a.m. Thursday, with waves as big as 30 feet expected on the north shores of Oahu and Kauai. The warning also covers west shores of the two islands, where waves of up to 20 feet are expected. The National Weather Service warned beachgoers of dangerous currents and shore breaks in these areas. Officials said anyone entering the water in these conditions could face significant injury or death. The current swell should end early Thursday morning, but forecasters say a similar size northwest swell is expected to arrive later Thursday and continue into Friday. Finally, Honolulu police arrested a naked man who was carrying a gun while walking around in the Punch Bowl area. Police said the 33-year-old man was taken into custody on Monday night. He faces possible charges for open lewdness, which is a petty misdemeanor, and for being a felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition. Police said the man was still in custody today and that their investigation is ongoing. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, and we'll see you tomorrow.